And we back, and we back. So I don't have another cold open planned, but there is this thought that ran through my mind again today. I thought I'd share it with y'all. If you guys know anything about watermelon, you would know that it's pretty much just called nature's Viagra. And it got me thinking when I heard that fact. If a certain group of people were to put a smear campaign out to make another certain group of people feel bad for eating a certain fruit in order to make them self-conscious every time they ate it so that their libido would go down little by little and then they'd stop reproducing, that is a possibility of where that stereotype for that group came from. But hey, what? Who am I? I just think. I'm just saying. God, that was bad. Roll the music.
Do you even have a ticket to Paris?
Who the fuck is Paris?
Motherfucker. I'm crippin', nigga.
And who left the white boy?
I had a bad experience. Damn it, I'm deaf.
Now it's ours. It won't happen, damn it. It ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna allow it. It's okay, man. All right.
Bitch, shut up. Ain't nobody asked you shit.
Can I get a refill?
God, that coffee is so cold. I hate cold coffee.
Who's in my chair?
Oh, I know. ICEMAN. ICEMAN's in your chair, right?
Very good, Kronk. Here, get the snack.
Got it.
Okay, you heard the man. Up.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
Welcome back, y'all. This is the Just Saying podcast. I'm your host, Paris Medical Jr., aka Paris the Artist. Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna get right to talking shit. ICEMAN. Oh, brother. I'll say this. I feel like I don't have a lot to say just about the album. There's a lot surrounding that album. One, the album fucking sucks. When you're talking about you're the greatest artist in the world or one of the greatest like rappers and entertainers or shit like that, but specifically if you're the greatest rapper and that's the shit you put out and you've done better shit, it's kind of bad. It's just really bad. I don't even know how to really like describe it. I gave it a full listen because here's the thing. We all know that shit dropped with 2 other albums, but if you're like me, I only signed up for 1 fucking garbage release. I did not sign up for 3. So I didn't listen to the other 2 albums. Everyone's being like, oh yeah, something for each individual fan. He is losing his fucking mind. We'll get to that later. So yeah, I listened to the full album. A lot of complaining, a lot of bitching and whining. I'm gonna see if I can find the clip and insert it here. But they said 39 of the 41 songs was this nigga going, my pussy hurt. that shit killed me because it's like, dude, it's been like 2 years and people want other people to like respond. It's like, we've already said what we need to say. You the one that needs the attention. That's why you fucking released 3 projects at one time. You wanted people to talk about it, be like, oh my God, I'm so blindsided. What the fuck? This is the craziest shit fucking ever. It's like, wow. Like you did not need to do that. Like the greatest artists in the world would be confident in their one project that they've been hyping up and then they would be good. But let's get back on track. I gave it a 27% out of 100. I liked 5 songs. That's the thing about being a Drake hater is that I hate Aubrey Graham and I do not like the character of Drake outside of the booth. But unfortunately, he's always going to make music that I can enjoy. And that's one of the things that goes into the hate with Drake is that you know he's gonna still make decent shit. Like if I hated him and then his music was declining, then I'd feel vindicated. But I hate him, his music is declining, but he also still makes a hit or 2. And it's like, fuck. But I did like 5 songs. I enjoyed Dust. Ran to Atlanta is just an interesting title to choose considering that you don't remember 1 word in them raps. You literally said that in Dust. I don't remember not 1 word in your raps, but then you named your song after words from his rap. I'm not, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too much. So yeah, I liked Ran to Atlanta. Shebang Shebang has been an interesting song to see on social media because that shit's catchy, but it's also just mad fucking funny. And that's, I think, why I kept that song. I tried to do National Treasure. Man, that second verse is garbage. Like, I'm sorry, you cannot convince me to fucking keep the Iceman, Nice Man song. No. The album was already full of a bunch of unnecessary beat switches. And then you have National Treasure, where you have a whole first beat where it's like, it sounds great. And then this just, like, what? It's like, okay, questionable transition. And then just like by the third line he said, I was like, you lost me. I do have to say, Make Them Pay. Unfortunately, Make Them Pay has such a good beat. God damn. He's got some bars in there, but you know, he has the type of bars where it's like you hear it and it's simple, but it's so simple you're like, fuck, I should have fucking written that. But he's so used to just like, here's these two things, then here's the punchline, here's the little pun that went in there, and it's like, fuck, I should have thought of that. But yeah, a lot of complaining on that track too. And then Too Hard for the Radio. I don't know if y'all can see what I have on my neck here. That shit hurt. It is enjoyable and it's catchy, but god damn. Desperation is, I don't even know. There's so many words. Desperation, delusion, just insanity. After listening to all that and getting through the album, I just concluded that this is just an insane man who makes music. Like, he's just an insane, delusional man that makes music and makes decent music here and there. So I can't go about this as like, oh, this is a normal person. Nothing about this man is normal. Not a single normal thing is going on here. To get away from talking about the album, there's always a lot of discussion when it comes to, is Drake hip hop? What's you guys' problem with Drake? And I've kind of gotten to a point where I love the hip hop genre. Since I've been born, my dad and my uncle have had a plethora of just music that is from the beginning of the birth of the genre up around until like I was born. Like, other than that, they had all the lore stacked. I love this genre, going from like the early 70s stuff, joints from the 80s. Like, one of my favorite songs of all time is fucking LA Posse by Breeze. That shit is fire. And if you don't think that shit's fire, just wait for it to show up on TikTok in a couple months. It's funny. Like, people on social media always be like, oh, I ain't playing that old shit. I ain't playing the old shit. But the old shit comes back up in trends, and then you guys dance to it. You literally gave Sir Mix-a-Lot like a shit ton of bread in the past like 2 years because he had like, what, 2 or 3 songs or some shit like that go viral. But we don't fuck with old shit, right? So yeah, I really love this genre. And I've come to the conclusion that I love and care about this shit like a lot. And a lot of you who enjoy it don't. A lot of you are enjoyers of the entertainment. And you don't actually give a shit about implications, how music affects people, and specifically how it affects the genre of hip hop and the landscape of everything. And don't get me wrong, like, we're meant to have fun. It's meant to be enjoyable. But then there's just certain shit that's just, nah, we cannot rock with that at all. And I don't get why some of you do. It was a harsh truth to hit me that, like, I can't have conversations with people about their opinions on hip hop or their opinions on Drake or why we shouldn't give a fuck, because you just don't get it. And you're never going to get it. You're always going to think that you're correct, even though we know that you're not, but you're going to think you are. And at this point, I'm just going to let y'all rock. You don't know what you're talking about when it comes to hip hop and the origins and how shit should go. And you think that people who are hip hop fans give a fuck about like numbers and sales and shit. It's like, no. You know who gives a fuck about those? Them crackers. Lame people who just look at like, oh, I care about achievement and status, and look at my fucking watch, and look how many fucking bitches I get. If I'm achieving this shit, I must be cool. No, you're not. You're lame. You're trying to overcompensate. And that's just my problem with like a lot of Drake fans, that Drake fans are not fans of actual hip hop for real. Like, you're not even like really, you're barely fans of rap. Don't even get me started on like the separation between hip hop and rap and how those two things are different. But yeah, you aren't like, I feel like a lot of y'all like aren't real hip hop fans, because if you were real hip hop fans, you would be able to see where people are coming from when they talk about this dude. And you'd be able to understand why people feel the way they do when he does goofy shit all the fucking time. When he plays in people's fucking faces and people be like, oh, he's so versatile. That's not versatile. XXXTentacion was versatile. I don't know. I just stopped trying to prove my point because at this point I'm trying to prove my point to people who are like, you know, walnut brains. Like it's like I can't convince a dumb person to be smart. I'll give you a very good example. I have someone that frequents like where me and like online friends and stuff talk. I don't particularly care for this person. And in the past, I've tried to like let them know that like, yo, I don't give a fuck about you. Yo, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Like you are a terrible guy, blah, blah, blah. But recently I've kind of just been like, kind of just cordial with him. Even though I completely like disagree with what he's got going on. Because nothing that I say, even if it's correct or right or morally right or shit that like a human should be, it's not going to change that person at all. Some people are just too fucking far gone. And you kind of just got to let them rock and be confident in the idea that like, yeah, like I'm right and you'll eventually see. Time will tell. Or maybe I'm wrong. But I find you weird and I don't like none of that shit you got going on. And you have questionable this, that, and the third. And I can't rock with it. But trying to convince someone that like that's not the right way to be, or like trying to convince them like you're gonna tire yourself the fuck out. Because people just don't learn like that. Like people's capacity for learning is really low. And that's telling with just how you know people consume media, especially Drake. Like one thing I do see when people are constantly doing the constantly still fueling the Drake and Kendrick beef is that I noticed that a lot of Drake fans constantly go back to the same Kendrick Lamar lines from fucking GNX where he's doing like automatopoeia stuff and everything. Rarely do they go back to legitimate lyrics and lines that are said. And it got me thinking, I'm like, oh, you do that because Drake makes elementary rhyme ass music and you can only understand so much. So yeah, the only thing that stood out to you is bing bop boom 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 bop bam or fucking hey 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 hey. Like half the shit that they're fucking talking about is off one fucking song, not even the whole album, or it'd be like two fucking different songs of the album. It's just like, yeah, but can you talk about the lyrics part? Like they keep bringing up the same one note, and it's like, yeah, that's all because that's all you can fucking comprehend. Like you can't read, so it makes sense why Drake is palatable to casuals and shit like that. But yeah, I really do wish people gave a shit about the thing that I love so much in this genre that, to be honest with you, it's kind of the last genre that's still within like black people's grasp. Every other genre of music that we've had like got away from us. Hip hop is one of the last like few genres, if there's any more, that like you hear it and it's like, yes, this like black people made this shit. Like we originated this genre. And I care about it so much. And I wish people would just see that there's frauds and shit in the game, and there's just like people that are like completely fucking up how the ecosystem of shit should work in hip hop and the unspoken rules and how we go about things. I was literally having a conversation with someone. They were genuinely baffled. They were like, do you guys actually even give a fuck about cover art? And we're just like, me and two other people were like, yes. Like I judge specifically all music projects, but especially rap projects. I judge them off three basic things: your title, your cover, and then your opening song. Title tells me, okay, this is the story you want to tell. Like what is the name of this project? Cool. Like that gives me an idea of what to expect. Your cover is very, very important. Cover art, as displayed around me, gives people a sense of setting. I need to know that you believe that all the songs on here sound like this one image. Like a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, a rap album specifically has a shit ton of words. So out of all those words, what is one image that encapsulates everything that you just had going on? Now it's very important. And it's a very telling difference between works like this and works like this. God, I fucking hate you. So yeah, like this shit is mad important to me, and I give a fuck about it. And the other thing is like, I'm not a hater to where I can't accept anything that's fun, but I'd like the fun shit to be genuine, or I'd like people to be self-aware of the shit that they're putting out. I was in high school when, what was it? It was like 2015 to 2017. I was like a junior to senior year. That SoundCloud era was insane. The amount of bullshit that came out of that era is so fucking funny. But there was a mix of good shit too. But people were so caught up in like mumble rap and all this shit. It's just like, hey, let people have fun. I didn't realize at that time that I had actually had a very great grasp on music and what was like decent and what was not. And that there are people in the world that unfortunately grew up completely on the internet and have a very askewed perspective of how shit should sound and what is the best shit possible. But I had enough of a foundation in like knowing what decent music was to know that, oh, this is like quote unquote garbage, but like it's enjoyable. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I can't enjoy it. Like there's like bad where it's like, no, you didn't even try. And then there's just like, nah, like this is entertaining. Pull from Famous Dex. He said one of the best things I'd ever seen come out of that era, which was, if you want real music, go listen to Damn, go listen to Nas, go listen to 444. It's like, there wouldn't be no Dexter if there was no Nas. And that's very important. That was a very important thing to say. And not a lot of people latched onto that. You do not get to these places where you can record music easily in your fucking room and record bullshit without these people making the genre what it is. Like the people who came before you, you have to respect them in some capacity. Even if you don't agree, even if that's not your style of shit, just have some basic respect and demeanor and then go do your own thing. That's why I enjoyed shit like, bro, Lil Pump's song, I think it's called Movie. The whole fucking hook is just
take a nigga bitch to the movie. Whoa. Take a nigga bitch to the movie. Ooh. Take a nigga bitch to the movie. Ooh.
For like 17 fucking times. It's so bad. But if I heard that shit in a fucking crowded area and I was like in the right mood, fuck yeah, I'm getting lit to that shit because it's fun. So yeah, I'm not a huge stickler when it comes to hip hop and rap. But if you are someone like Aubrey Graham and you say you claim to be the greatest, but your greatness is only because of the amount of palatable music you can make and the amount of sales that you can make, that's where I have a fucking issue. Like I have a genuine problem with that because no, that's not how it works. It's about your rapping ability. It's about your ability to spit on a mic and genuinely make people go, oh, damn, that was fucking crazy. And he has the capability to do that, but the greatest ever off those lines? Get the fuck out of here with that stupid ass shit. I will give Drake credit where he's due. I will never call that nigga the greatest to have ever fucking existed. I don't give a fuck how much he sells. I don't give a fuck how many fucking hits he got in the goddamn vault. It is not about hits. It's about impact. And yes, you can be like, oh, well, Drake has impact. Yeah, Drake's impact is enabling little loser punk ass bitches who don't change their fucking behavior or have self-awareness and put like pussy and money on a fucking pedestal and think that that's the most important shit you gotta have going on in life. That's the impact that Drake has had on the landscape of hip hop and people. Like you forget that people are influenced by a multitude of things. Sure, music's not gonna make you do everything, but Drake's music makes lame people feel seen and like they can do no wrong. And like the shit that they have going on is good. It's like, no, grow the fuck up. Fix your behavior. Have some self-awareness. Get the fuck out of your feelings. Stop worrying about that bitch in a random fucking place in the world at 2 fucking a.m. No one fucking cares. Move the fuck on. The amount of people that literally will argue with me when I'm genuinely like, I've got them on the ropes and they're pulling out like all types of slurs and shit at the end. And they'll be like, oh, whatever. I mean, I get way more bitches than you. Fuck it. Like, I was like, man, show me your fucking lifestyle. Show me your money. It's like, bro, you really think it's all about like you really think pussy rules my world and money and fucking achievements and shit rule my world, huh? Like, no, that's not how shit works. We have other shit to do. We have hobbies and we have personalities and shit that makes us laugh and things that we enjoy. Figure out who you are without bitches and money. To quote y'all's enemy here, take all that designer bullshit off and what do you have? What do you have when you strip away everything you are using to mask who the fuck you are? I don't have to mask shit. I'm in a Frog and Toad t-shirt. I love this book. I don't give a fuck if I look cool in it or not. I feel fucking comfortable in it. That's who the fuck I am. I like cartoons and shit. I like fucking going to see re-released movies. Some shit I've seen fucking millions of times over. I fucking like to draw. I like to make mashups. Like, I have shit that I do that occupies my time and fulfills me and makes me happy. And I don't have to fucking fake who the fuck I am to get people to fuck with me. People fuck with me just in off rip. People who listen to niggas like Drake be like, oh, nah. I gotta boss up and get a fucking beard and line this shit up and get braids and have all these chains and you know, suck the fuck out of this fucking light-skinned ass nigga because, you know, he's filling my pockets of money. Hey, that nigga can do no wrong with me. You niggas are gay. You niggas is gay as fuck. And it's really fucking sad. And then you want to call other people dick riders. It's like, bro, you are dressed like the man. Look at this shit. I don't even want to look to my left or right. I don't even know what fucking video I want to put up there. There's probably multiple occurrences, but guaranteed there is proof behind me. So I don't even know if I really even have a conclusion for all of this. It's like, I came in here thinking I needed to write notes down, but that's just how fed up I am with this shit. I just knew that if I came in here and talked about it, I was just going to get rolling. You can't be a fan of hip hop, like a true fan of the genre and everything that has come before it and will continue to come after it, and then say that Drake is the greatest or your favorite fucking rapper. It's just weird. It literally does not make any sense. There are so many other rappers that may not be as big as Drake or as popular because, newsflash, not everyone's trying to be fucking marketable and appeal to the white people and be in fucking T-Mobile commercials. But there are people who are substantially better than Drake in the pen, and I will argue that shit fucking down. And I really hope that when this episode concludes and it gets out there, I do hope I attract the wrong people to my comments and shit like that. Because I need you guys I definitely need y'all to fucking show yourselves and make yourselves known and then get the fuck out of here. Because I need you all to like hear as much as this as possible. Even though you don't want to, even though you're all just like, nope, no. I just want to hear my palatable shit. Don't want to think about all the other shit in the world. Don't want to think about the fact that this nigga has an album called fucking ICEMAN when ICE is fucking taking people out of their fucking homes and MAGA has a chain of it. No, like, you need to come here and learn a fucking lesson and maybe just get the gears turning. Maybe read a book after this. I'd start with Dr. Seuss. You guys are pretty fucking remedial. Yeah, if you fuck with Drake, cool. I don't. And you should know that. 2 of my videos on this channel are Kendrick Lamar videos. One is a signing and one's a music video. You should know very much how I feel and where I stand. Yeah, I'm not really arguing with y'all no more. I hope that this is really like just my last little rant about the shit because you're kind of stupid. Like, you're all fucking stupid to think that this nigga's great. And anything that you throw at people to think that like, oh, it must be this while you're feeling this way. It must be this while you're feeling this way. Cool. Go the fuck ahead and feel like that because you're not going to fucking listen to the actual fucking truth anyway. So go on. Who gives a shit? Go listen to your fucking bullshit ass palatable music. And then when he crashes and burns eventually, or even better, when the embassy finally gets fucking raided, I want y'all to really I don't even know what the fuck I want y'all to do. I just want y'all to shut the fuck up. Don't play the fucking song. So yeah, that was my little 2 cents on Drake and ICEMAN and landscape and shit. That's pretty much all this episode was. I just wanted to hate. I just really wanted to just get this out of the way. Episode 2, get this shit out of the way. You know if you welcome here or not. And don't worry, I will continue to draw a wedge in people who are welcome here and not. Like, you'll know who you are. And if this struck a chord with you, you should probably get the fuck out because I don't fuck with you at all. Follow me on social media, TikTok and Instagram at Paris the Artist, Twitter at The Parisian Job. Subscribe to the channel. I will be posting more episodes soon. And if you didn't like anything I said, just remember, I'm just saying. See you next time.